Hello and welcome to Motors for the Masses. Now, a new Yamaha has just blasted onto the scene, firmly gripping Yamaha's racing heritage and giving the general public a chance to own something that looks like it really should still be on the track. Well, the big question is it any good, and is it worth the £1,800 more than the standard bike is? Well, I'm here at Tinkler's in Norwich to have a look at them both, ride them both, and we'll find out. So let's roll the intro and get cracking. Looking at them side by side, there is actually quite a difference in their looks, but what about underneath? Well, let's take a closer look. Both bikes use the same 890cc 3-cylinder double overhead cam 4-valve liquid-cooled engine, despite Yamaha saying on their website that this XSR standard one is 889 cc's. Both developing 117 brake horsepower and 68.5 pounds-foot of torque. That means on paper this engine develops 56 miles per gallon and produces 116 CO2s. Yummy. Both bikes use the same 14-litre fuel tank, but there is a size difference. And rather than me waffle on about them, here is a side-by-side shot showing the dimensions. So basically the GP is more streamlined and racery. Both bikes have adjustable 41mm KYB upside down front forks and KYB rear monoshock, which is both preload adjustable and rebound adjustable. Both bikes use the same frame, however the GP has a slightly longer swing arm, again giving both bikes a racer look, but more so on the GP. And it helps with the wheeling of it, or non-wheeling of it, should I say. And both bikes share underpinnings with the new MT09 and Tracer. And if you happen to find yourself on Google typing in 1987 YZR 500 race bike, you'll see why those of us Gen Xers are getting all fizzy about both the design and the paint scheme on this bike. But it's not that. No, it's not. But it is, but it's not. Both bikes have twin 298mm front discs with Nissan 4-piston calipers and a single rear 245mm disc with double piston caliper. Both bikes have 17-inch wheels front and back, and they both have a 120 front tyre and a 180 back tyre. However, the XSR uses Bridgestone Battle Axe Hypersport S22 tyres, whereas the GP uses S23 tyres. But they both warm up just as quickly. You do of course get different headlight units. You've got this big round unit on the XSR900 and the double bulb unit inside the cowl on the GP there. I shall turn them on in a little while and you can see them head on. Both bikes as standard come with this Euro 5 lugging exhaust system. However, the GP has had the £1,200 Aquapovic upgrade and the £600 belly pan upgrade, which I really think should come as standard, to be fair, and the £141 upgraded tail tidy, which is much better than the standard unit. So price-wise, the standard XSR900 is £10,700, whereas the GP version is £12,500. But once you've added the racer pack, it's nearly 15 grand. That's quite a difference, isn't it? But the important bit is, does it ride like a 15 grand bike? Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's take them both out on the road and see what they're like. So time for a little sound check. Let's start with the standard XSR with the standard exhaust on it. and now the GP version with the Aquapovic exhaust on it. So I don't think there's a huge difference in sound between them. Obviously that one is a little bit louder, but it's got the baffles in, and I don't know if that short stubby exhaust goes well enough. I think I prefer like a Micron exhaust on there. It sounds okay, it certainly sounds better than that, but only marginally. Not that much difference. I think I'll take that one first. Leave the best till last. Not that I'm biased, of course, but look at it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Right, so here we are on the XSR900 standard bike. I'm going to take this out first, see what it's like. Now, I've got it in traction control mode 2 and driving mode 2. There are 4 different ride modes, and there's 3 different traction control modes. M, which is basically everything is done for you, and it stops you wheeling the bike easily, and then up to 1 means that the lift will, it's not an anti-wheelie on this, it's an anti-lift system, so it 1 will let you be a bit more daring. Rider mode, you've got full power on 1, I'm currently in 2, which is 95% power, then 90% power on 3, and then 4, which is like rain mode, is 85 on the mode 4. I've got it in 2 just to get used to the bike, and then hopefully we'll stick it in 1 later. It's got an okay sound to it, you know, it's a Euro 5 sound, very typical, but it's got that nice triple underneath, very responsive clutch, very light clutch. You can change up and down without clutch on this quick shift, but you have to roll the throttle off in this mode, whereas on the GP you don't have to. You can go up and down very easily without the clutch. Very smooth actually. I have to say the seat's quite hard though, but it is the style of bike that it is. Very easy to keep at low speeds. Into 3rd gear here. It's got cruise control on this, but it only comes in at 31 miles an hour. Let's go down this way just to see where the indicator was then. So yeah, the cruise control only comes in at 31 miles an hour and 4th gear. So they're saying you shouldn't ever use cruise control if you're going around town and you're not in 4th. So if you're in 3rd, 1st or 2nd, or 3rd, 2nd and 1st, it won't work. But we don't need cruise control. It's not that style of bike. I don't even know why it's got it. The GP's got it as well apparently. Why would you want cruise control? It's not that style of bike. Don't think it's necessary. But I'm in 3rd gear here, 28, 29 miles an hour, and it's smooth enough. It's not jerky on the throttle. Responds very well. Nothing behind me. Very, very good front brake. Very good. Great response there. Nice gear change. Visibility out of the mirrors is 100% because you got bar end mirrors. They're decent size as well, not fat little round ones. At the moment I'm getting 0 vibration. Let's see what we get when we get up to speed. But at the moment it's all pretty good, as you would expect from Yamaha, to be fair. Yeah, once you get used to the quick throttle response and the very quick to let go clutch, it's really simple to ride. See, look, as I'm rolling off the throttle I can't change up unless I'm at a certain speed. but if you're riding it properly, it'll change gear as it should, and it's very pleasing, very simple to ride, to be honest. Switch gears here. This button here, where you would normally have a flash, is actually your mode button. We'll have a look at the modes in a little while. I'm a clutch kind of person. I like to use a clutch. I don't know why, I just do. Old school. But horns down here. Horn works, it's alright. The backlit dash system works really well. Even in the glaring sunlight, you can see everything really clearly. The sun does not mess up that dash at all. It's quite small, but it's got all the information you need on it. Rev counter along the top there, speedo, your modes here, your miles per gallon. Is that on there? No, your miles, how many range you've got, and your gear indicator on the right hand side there. Oh, I forgot this is 20. Oh god, what an insult. 20 miles an hour. But good test. 20 mile an hour up a hill in second gear, no dramas whatsoever. So you've got your menu down here as well. You can scroll through your menu. We'll do that whilst we're on cruise control, because obviously moving the menu whilst trying to hold the throttle at the right speed is not that easy. Let me try it. Okay, yeah, I can do it. Push it in, adjust the whatever settings, have a look at the settings, see what we get. Oh no, you can't do it, simply because you're riding. Road closed. Are you having a giraffe? I've got an idea. Nothing to see here. Just pushing my bike. Road closed? What are you talking about? I never saw a road closed. Oh, see that guy clapping me. He thought, what a good idea. Oh, I love it. Bloody road closed. Hello, what's going on here? Rosa alert. Right, so onto the dual carriageway. I love the way when you change down a gear it blips the throttle. Love that. Hope to get a nice run on here, but no. Even the BMW's annoyed. But when you're up to speed, very simple. A little bit of buffeting, but that's because I've got no fairing on the front there, but it's not bad at all, to be honest. I would expect the buffeting to be more, but it's not. Nicely planted. Feels like it's just cruising along. Talking about cruise, let's put that on. Is it on? Cruise control is on. Oh, set with a minus. Set at 70. Easy.
No problems there whatsoever. And then we'll turn that off. Who needs cruise control? It works. We found out it works. That's all you need to know. So let's see if it's got some oomph. See that? Vroom. Love that. Oh, a little fart there from the standard exhaust. I was not giving that the beans. I wasn't even giving that half throttle. That's got some serious pull. Oh, that really wants to go. Yeah, that's impressive. I like that a lot. Let's see what it's like in the country road, shall we? Superb brakes. Lovely cornering. I've got loads of confidence in these Bridgestone tyres. Such a simple bike. It really wants to turn into the corner. So flickable. Even in sixth it pulls away quite nicely. Such a fun bike. You could have so much fun on this. That is lovely to ride. Suspension's not that bad on the lumps and bumps. It's very forgiving actually. Obviously it's adjustable if you want to set it up, but the way it is at the moment is absolutely fine. It takes the lumps and bumps no problems. Tiny bit of jolt when you've got ruts in the road, but you get that with everything. And look at the type of bike it is. It's a sports street bike, isn't it? So as I say, cruising along at 29 miles an hour in third gear, very simple, easy bike to ride. See over there, drain cover there, no dramas whatsoever. But then if you want to open it up, and you see a 60 limit, just in third gear, you haven't even got anywhere near fourth, fifth or sixth yet. Oh, this is nice. And the bonus, you've got a lovely sounding triple engine there and all. Fantastic machine. See, it's so light and flickable. I know it's 193 kilos if I remember correctly, but it doesn't feel weighty at all. Rides superbly. I'm riding this really gingerly, and it takes it with ease. Beautifully planted. Lovely fun machine. Yeah, that is brilliant. Very nice bike to ride. The foot peg positions are pretty decent. I've got a good 90-degree bend in my knee. Now bearing in mind I am 5'10.5" with a 31.5-inch inside leg. Oh dear, oh dear. It's very simple. And actually the seat is more comfortable the longer you sit in it. Work that one out. When I first got on it I thought, oh, it's a bit hard. But as I'm riding it, I've got no aches or pains, I've got nothing digging in me. It's actually a lot more comfortable than I imagined. Nice. The handlebar width is working nicely. The grips are they're soft-ish. I mean, they're grips. They're not supposed to be soft, technically. Well, they are, but you know what I mean. They're not like adventure bike soft. So I'm not getting any fizzing. I got no feedback. There's no vibrations. It's just very, very well made. I've got decent gonad feeling. It's quite often when you get on a sportier bike you get fizzing in that general area. I mean, I'll find out when we get off whether I've got fizzing going on, but to the moment, so I'm quite pleased with the comfortability of it. I expected worse, and it isn't. It's just so simple to ride. Pleasant to ride. Comfortable enough. Good position. Feels very flickable. Nice amount of power. Great response. Fantastic brakes. Well, I don't find anything to dislike. Okay, maybe the dash is a little bit small, but having said that, it might be small, but it's still really easy to see. And everything you want to see, you can see quite clearly, even when the sun is glaring on it. Any negatives? Well, I don't think so. Maybe the menu, a little bit fiddly, but I suppose you're only messing around with a menu when you're stationary, because it won't let you change anything on the menu anyway whilst you're riding. So we'll stop in a second and have a look at that menu. And what a day to be riding a bike. Glorious sunshine. Nice sort of clearish roads. He says he comes up on a braking car. Great gear change. Well, so far I'm impressed. Right, I think what we'll do now is head back and take out the GP and see what the differences are. Right, what I'm going to do is have a look through this menu. Now, as I say, the sun is right behind me glaring on that, and it's really easy to see. Quick shift up and down here, so menu. Right, we've got traction control settings we can change. And the lift control, traction control, lots of different options there. Stability, vehicle settings, quick shift settings. What's BC? I'll put that at the bottom of the screen because it evades me for a second. Shift indicator, you can turn that on and off, or where it goes, or what RPM. So there's lots of different options you can play with on here. Maintenance units if you want to change miles per hour. Brightness, clock, all reset, and it won't do that. Exit, and it's just pushing this button to turn it off. Very simple. I like that. Then we've got the cruise control on here. Hazard flashes there. Horn, indicators, pass is here, so you've got normal lights, main beam, and then pass is down. And then this is your modes, so you've got mode 1 and 2. You can easily flip between. Mode is Larryness, and that is normal sports riding, and that is serene pootling around riding, and then wet mode, which no one really ever wants to be in on a bike like this. So let's have a look at the lights whilst we're here. I'll put the hazard flashes on so you can see the indicators to see if they shine nicely. Yeah, you can see them quite fine. You've got your main light there. Brake light, see if I can see that. Oh, brake light does all of it, that's nice. Main light, yeah, works fine. Main beam, okay, decent enough indicators. I like the grille on here as well, that's quite nice. The grille cover. And it's a very beautiful looking bike, isn't it? Even in this standard form, it's still stunning. Little touches like this I quite like. Not just a normal screw. You actually got the little twist thing on there. The rear foot pegs. Don't know how comfortable that would be. I'm not going to get on it. There's no centre stand, and I'm not going to risk it. But yeah, certainly is very well built and very pretty. And that orange is lovely. You can call it Legend Red as much as you like, it's orange. I do want to add, riding it back, I've been in mode 1, and you definitely notice the difference in throttle response. Now at this sort of speed, tiny bit of jerk, not a lot, tiny bit, but you definitely get better throttle response when you're pulling away, and when you're even at these low speeds you can definitely feel it pick up a lot quicker than you would in mode 2. I haven't tried mode 3 or 4 because I don't think I want to fall asleep whilst riding. But yeah, mode 1 if you want to have lots of fun. Mode 2 is still fun, but better for riding around town, and it's so simple to switch between. Now if the throttle's moving, you can't move it. If you roll off the throttle, you can adjust it, which is quite interesting. All these safety features. So yes, as I said before, let's head back and get on the GP. Now I've been told that they ride the same, but the position will be different, of course. So we'll see if it's comfortable, uncomfortable, better or worse. I need a drink, I know that much. Right, so it's off this and onto that. Ooh, I'm genuinely excited to ride this. Alright. Oh, it's got a nicer sounding exhaust that aquaprofessional. Look at that reflection in there. Look. Just going to pull alongside there and have a look at myself on this bike. Now again, remember, I am 5'10.5" with a 31.5" inside leg, and I can easily touch the floor on this and on that. No dramas whatsoever there. It's not a tall bike, but if I get on level ground, and I'll show you what I mean. So here alongside, you can see I've got feet flat on the floor with a slight bend in my knee, no problem there whatsoever, and it's very comfortable sitting on here. Now the handlebars are very different. They're the clip-on style bars. You are leaning over a little bit more, but it's not actually that bad at all. I thought, like the ZXR, they'd be down here, but they're not. They're here, and that's nicer for me. I like that. Bar end mirrors slightly lower, but you've got still a decent visibility. Very good view of the road. Again, 100% visibility. Very, very pleased with those. I didn't get any vibration on those mirrors, so let's see if we get any on this. Right, let's go. Indicators. Now, the indicators are different. So they are push in to go and push in to cancel. Just like the Harley Davidson. Push in to put on, push in to put off. But the big bonus is that big 5-inch TFT screen on there. Still backlit, so it's still good visibility even in the sun. Do you know what? This is riding, even now, a lot nicer than I imagined it. I thought it was going to be like a true racer style, uncomfortable and cumbersome, but it very much isn't. Lovely pleasant ride, even at 25 mile an hour. I'm in street mode here, so your mode button is on this side down here, and we'll have a look in a minute, see what that looks like. Not getting any nods from anybody, so they can all bugger off. So you've got the same power, same. Oh yeah, fuck hell! What's a dead? Fuck head! It didn't even look. Unbelievable! Didn't even look. Just pulled straight out. What a twat! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how accidents happen. Twat like him in there. Unbelievable. Now the riding position, as I say, is more scrunched up, but not as bad as my ZXR. My ZXR900 1991 bike is very scrunched up, and I can still ride that fine, and this not so much. Takes no time at all to get used to the indicators, where you've got to push them again. Very different layout on the switch gears here. That's your screen button. Red. Oh, geez, what is going on in this place? People are idiots, they really are. And stay red for long, do they? So we're straight up and down, no problem at all. You don't have to roll off the throttle on this one. Gear change, snap, 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 snap. Very, very smooth, very, very nice indeed. So can you do the menu whilst... Oh yes, you can do the menu whilst you're on the bike as well. navigation. Yes, you can mirror your phone on here and have navigation and direction arrows showing up on the screen, so that's very handy if you want navigation. Perhaps you're on a street race and not a track. Clutch is also very light anyway. Road closed ahead, that means I can get off and push it again. Rosa alert, what's going on here? And there we go. That is how you get around roadworks. So I've got this in street mode. It's the same as the standard XSR was. So power 2, traction control 2, stability control 2 and lift control 2. If I was to push these mode buttons here, I can get a sport mode, turns everything to 1. And then you've got custom modes, 2 custom modes where you can adjust it yourself. Custom 2, custom 1, and rain mode, which is everything to 3, power to 4. Don't think we want that, so we'll put it in street for now, see how that fares, and then shortly I'll put it in 1 and see what the difference is. Power wise, they're both the same. Both bikes are the same, they both ride the same, they feel the same. However, the way they ride is different. Obviously the seating position is different on this one. The foot pegs are the same, in the same position. They may be slightly further back on this GP than they are on the standard XSR. The clip-ons obviously make a difference because you're leaning over, but they're not clip-ons. They are sort of mock clip-ons, if you like, but they are clip-ons, but they're not, if you know what I mean. So that means they're higher. They're not clamped around the forks down here anywhere. They're actually up here, and it does make a big difference, especially for me. Much more comfortable. The Akrapovic exhaust on this is still quite quiet. Obviously it's got the baffles in, but it's not that loud. Sounds racy, but it's not that much louder than the standard bike exhaust. Oh, MR2, look. Never liked those, but obviously it's amazing, isn't it? Whenever they're around, you don't like them, hairdresser's car, but then they become retro and a bit classic. It's great with a quick shift, up and down, no need for clutch at all. You feel racier on this because obviously the stance you're in. Should never change gear on a roundabout, but I'm only doing sort of pootling speed. I tell you what I've noticed. Oh no, the brakes are the same. Forget that. I was going to say the brakes aren't as good on this as they are on the XSR, but it's the same. If anything, maybe this is because it's 7 kilos heavier. Does that make a difference? I don't think so. It does brake just as well. Rear brake is alright, but you know, that's a rear brake. Front brake, you get a little bit of dive, but it's not horrendous. Of course, traffic. Nobody bloody indicates, look. Nobody. It's amazing. He didn't. Oh, well done. You found it. I have to say, when you're sitting at speed, it is so planted. With that fairing on, it makes a big difference over the XSR. You've got no buffeting at all. It's really sleek as it slithers through the air really nicely. Beautiful bike. And when you are riding it spiritedly, you don't notice the lean over and the lean onto the grips, so it doesn't hurt your wrists at all, really. And I'm the type of person that does not like lean over sporty bikes, but this does it really well. I'm going to put this in sport mode and see what difference that makes as we come off that roundabout, as long as I haven't got everyone and his mother in front of me. Oh, he's turning right, so that's good. But we've got a queue and a bloody learner. Oh, you're indicating right, that's good. That is smooth, silky smooth and very nippy. Great suspension, just as good as on the other one. The ride is definitely different on this. It's much nicer. Oh, you feel sportier, but you feel more confident on this. Don't get me wrong, the standard XSR is nice and I like it and it rides well, but this just gives you a bit more confidence to give it a bit more around the corners and a bit more on the straights, up to the legal limit of 70 on a dual carriageway only, of course. But yeah, this is much nicer to ride. I absolutely love this. Got to stop using the clutch because I don't need it. This is brilliant. You know, I think I've come to the conclusion already that I love the XSR, but I absolutely adore this GP. Absolutely adore it. I want one. I really want one. And I've only ridden it down the dual carriageway and round a couple of short bits. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't go touring on it, but then you wouldn't buy it if you want to go touring, would you? But this is fantastic. So stick it in second gear. It's just so simple, so nice. What fun you can have on this, and you feel like you're Barry Sheen. Although that's obviously slightly different because you're on a Yamaha and he was on a Suzuki, I believe. You feel like whoever it was who rode the 1987 YZ500. I'm too excited, I can't think. Oh, clear road. Do you know what? This bike is delicious. I love this so much. I've got 11 bikes in my garage. I could end up with only 3 by getting rid of several and getting this in my fleet. What a brilliant bike. It looks fantastic. I certainly would sticker it up. And sadly the deer is still there. He hasn't got up and run away. What a great bike this is. Oh, not using the clutch, just bang down through the gears. Brilliant. Oh, please don't anyone tell my ZXR900 because she'll think I'm cheating on her. This is giving me fizzy feelings in places I want fizzy feelings. The only downside of this bike is that it wants to encourage you to be a bit more of a loon than you would be on the standard XSR. This one is sort of goading you to be a bell end. But what a way to ride. It's just gorgeous. Everything about it is just fun. It just brings a massive smile to your face and you don't want to get off it. I love this so much. Makes you want to buy a new jacket and a new helmet to match it. Oh, I'm so excited. I know it's only a 900, but it's just the feel of it. It feels nice, it rides nice, it looks awesome, and there's definitely a difference riding this than there is on the standard XSR. 100%. Just rides so much better. Is it worth that extra $2.5 grand once you've got all the GP kit on it? 100%. If it was my money, I would throw it at this without the shadow of a doubt. This is definitely the better ride, the better feel, certainly the better looking. That Akrapovic exhaust is a bit pants, to be fair. Not a fan of that. I prefer a bigger can and one that looks more in keeping with the retro style. I'm not really into stubbies. Because it still does sound a bit crap with that exhaust on. But what a fun machine. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And it's still got cruise control. Why would you want cruise control? I don't know, but it still has it. I don't want cruise control on a bike like this. Take it off, it's not necessary. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, let's have a look. Oh, isn't it just gorgeous? Look at it. Oh, I can't get over how amazing that looks. Great little lights on the front there, very in keeping with the style. Same light at the back there, hidden underneath that cowl. Really got that retro look to it. Absolutely spot on. So apart from that exhaust, I'd want a slightly bigger, more retro, maybe a micron can. But look at it. Phenomenal.
Looks wise, 100%, this is the bike. I think it's just fantastic. I love the look of it. I love the ride of it. Even though they've got the same power, the setup with the longer swing arm and the kit and the handlebars, which are not uncomfortable at all. If anything, I got a tiny little bit of a crick in my neck, but that's only from rubbish riding through town and nearly getting knocked off by idiots. But no, like real slow riding. When you're out on the roads, you don't notice it at all. This one would definitely be my bike of choice. I absolutely love it. It's even got rear foot pegs on it as well, look, but no, thank you. Now it comes in two different colours. You've got the Legend Red, which is orange as far as I'm concerned, or the double grey. However, I don't think there's any other colour scheme other than this. I mean, the Mull Legend Orange is the best colour scheme for this bike, without a shadow of a doubt, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm sure the grey and black will suit some people. This one, again, I like it in this colour, but they also do it in black. But I think it looks nice in this orange and white also. Now, if you sort of do a double take, you could almost make out the no, it's Yamaha. Definitely not anything else. But there we go. There they are. Now, if you're interested in these, please have a look in the link in the description below for Tinklers in Norwich, where I am. And whatever you do, at least get a test ride on them, because they are phenomenal. And I think you'd fall in love with it, especially this one. This one I love. This one I absolutely love, without a shadow of a doubt. It's one of the best bikes I think I've ridden for a while. And I really do want one. And that is all I've got for this episode. Thank you very much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and click the notification bell also. And I'll be back very soon with something else. So until next time, please ride and drive carefully, but have fun. Bye-bye.